Mama.
From beautiful Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Cy Young. Singy, he is one of the best to ever do it.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out on the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Now here's the Rangers DH, Michael Young.
The designated hitter, Michael Young.
Outside low, and we are underway in game one of the series. Foul ball there. That one at 95, missed up top. Ball two. And that's in for a strike. Young was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound. Got it. One out the top of the first.
Well, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a two-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Digging in, Adrian Beltre. And it's fouled away. And a pitch. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
One ball.
One out, base is empty. Pitch misses. 2-2.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
And that one hammered out towards left field. That one back there, and it is gone way over the monster. His 9th homer of the year, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One out. base is empty. Rafael Palmeiro stepping in for the Rangers. He went 2 for 4 in Sunday's game. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The 1-1.
Ball.
So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Man at first with 1 gone. Now it's the shortstop, Corey Seager. Strike 1. Man at first, 1 away.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Popped up. Boggs settles under this one. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down.
Batting 5th.
Let's take a look at our lineup. And perhaps part of the game plan is to get into the bullpen as early as possible. They're facing a staff that's blown a lot of games in the later innings.
Boog and his hitters, you're aware of that, but you don't want to become too relaxed and wait too late in the ball game, because you never know what could happen on any given day. But with that said, even if you fall behind early, you've got a lot of confidence that this game will not be over until that final out.
And first offering is fouled off. Palmeiro off of first with 2 away. Ball in the dirt, but kept close. Next one misses, and a count 2-1. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. 1 run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Lifted in the air, right center field. Dives and makes the catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder, you lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugouts.
Back here at Fenway Park, and starting in this one, Jacob deGrom. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Honus Wagner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Trying to bunt his way on, and a foul ball. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane. For an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And that one almost got him.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
Okay.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. No outs. Runner on second. Caught him looking for the K.
It's a strikeout. They'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Ted Williams.
Still stepping in for Boston, Ted Williams.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Man at second. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Wagner flying around third. He scores, and the Red Sox tie it up. In there safely. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't, and this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
And now it's going to be Manny Ramirez.
0-1.
And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-1. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one not close. It's 2-2.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
That one misses. 3-2 now. On the ground. Seager. Over to first. 2 gone. Take a look at the lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Man on second, 2 down. Fastball is outside. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And a big swing and a miss. Next pitch is outside. Willie Mays, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. outs and one in scoring position. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Willie
First and second, 2 outs.
Mays.
Willie Mays digging in now. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Taveras settles underneath it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Red Sox with an RBI double, all even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now at Fenway. New inning getting started. And now Jack Peterson. Young back to work. That one catches the zone. 0-1.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
That misses the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that skips into dirt. And a swing and a miss. And there's one down.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
And the batter now, Adolis Garcia. Clips the corner, and that is strike 1. Fastball gets the corner at the knees.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Next to hit, Ian Kinsler. That one close, ruled a ball, and that's ball 1. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Clips the corner. That is strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the Rangers. Score remains tied 1-1.
Can't seem to save a single thing. Who's afraid of evil thing? Stitch you with the time and people's dreams. Far from the norm, we appear quite average. No mask, no costume, no pre-exposed lavish. I managed to kill cats with courtesy.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for Boston, Wade Boggs.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And here is Ozzie Smith. Fouled off left side. Fastball for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Cut on and lifted in the air. Peterson makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting ninth, catcher Jason.
And now here is Jason Varitek. This guy won. The best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swing and a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Honus Wagner. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Just missed.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop. Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
In the dirt, and Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 2 full, all tied 1-1. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And he deals. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
0-1.
The other way, and that's a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So the lineup flips over At the plate, Michael Young. That's hard hit on the line. Willie Mays makes the play.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
So next to hit for Texas, Adrian Beltre. He's already homered in this game. Check on the runner. Taveras back easily. Beltre, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, more than 3,000 hits in his career, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Taveras, the base runner at first with one out. Backed off the plate that time. This one in the air right field. Aaron moves towards it. Out number 2. Rafael Palmeiro stepping in for the Rangers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball for a strike. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Runner on the go. There's the ball.
That's off the plate.
Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
It misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Let's take a look at the pitcher of the month. He's been outstanding of late.
Right fielder. Hey! There it is.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Next offering misses. Ball one. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Here's the 2-2. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Ted.
Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. Doubled his first time up. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swings through that. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Back foot slider struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst-case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Offense held in check there. On to inning number 4. All tied. Back inside Fenway Park, and the batter will be the shortstop, Corey Seager. That one misses. Ball one.
Well, these Rangers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And now the catcher comes up to him. Rodriguez.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Inside, just missed.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Outside low, now 2-0. And there's the strike. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Next pitch misses, and now 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Outside ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Left fielder,
Jack Peterson stands in. Infield shifted to the pull side. And that one lifted in the air center field. Mays has it sized up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So digging in, Adolis Garcia.
Right fielder,
0 for 1.
Adolis
He struck out
Garcia.
swinging last time. That's a little bit low.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Rodriguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is fouled back. In the dirt to second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Back here in Boston,
Leading off
and
for the
now
Red Sox,
David Ortiz.
First baseman, David Ortiz.
And that drops in for a strike. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Home run number 5 on the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-1.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now the center fielder, Willie Mays. He's 0 for 1. Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike 1.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good...
Up and in. Look out.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouls one off. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Wade Boggs now. Struck out swinging his first time.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes. Too high. Ball.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Jason Varitek. And he's already singled in this game. That just misses, and that is ball one. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. Punch too late with the toss. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
2 outs. Fastball for a strike. Next one misses. Full count now. Honus Wagner waiting to bat for the Red Sox. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Honus Wagner. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And there's a foul ball. Smith over at second. Varitek on at first with 2 down. And that's way high. And the count is 1-2. That one the other way. He's got it. And that is out number 3. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Young back to work. And a swing and a miss.
Well, these Rangers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And that skips into dirt.
2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hank makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
So up next, Ian Kinsler. He was a strikeout victim his first time. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, It's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. In there at the knees for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
That misses the zone. 2-1. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one fouled off. 2-2. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. Here's Leody Taveras. A single his first time.
Leody Taveras.
That one fouled off. Just missed.
1-1.
That one misses in the dirt.
1 strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Rangers 1.
Go ahead and watch me. Catapult to the top since 9-8. Had the baddest flow. Look and watch.
Now pitching for
Back
Texas.
now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking
Number
over on the
43.
mound, Sean Armstrong.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Now it's going to be Hank Aaron. Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Aaron around second, on his way to third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Runner at third, nobody out. Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. And that is out of play.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Speaking of those line drives, you can't get too discouraged when they don't drop in for you. It's important to remember that you pretty much did everything right, and that's just baseball sometimes.
Nope, outside.
ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Manny Ramirez up next for the Red Sox. First pitch just misses. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2-1 now. And a big swing and a miss. Red Sox leading it by 2. Ripped into right field, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, David Ortiz. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed. Red Sox by 2. Check swing, called strike. Not close with that one. And it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Just off the outside edge. And now 3-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's the power speed combo. Willie Mays. Golden opportunity right here. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that one upstairs, ball 1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart. Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Mays connects and sends it deep left field, and it's off the Green Monster. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 3.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Wade Boggs digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. Down the line, and it's foul. Bases juiced, no outs. Next offering is downstairs. And there's a ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Just missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ball 4, and a run comes into score.
Dude, that was a strike.
Out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
And the Rangers manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Sean Armstrong is done, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Taking
Texas.
over on the mound for the Rangers,
Number
Hunter
63.
Strickland.
Well, no margin for
Hunter
error in
Strickland.
terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
So bases all loaded up. Ozzie Smith up next for the Red Sox. Close, but called a ball. 1-0.
He's calling
This
a
is
tight
tough
zone.
situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs one hitter at a time.
Ortiz.
You gotta throw me a strike here, right?
At second, Boggs on at first with nobody out. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And the sweeper misses. Swings and he breaks his bat.
Now batting, catcher Jason Varitek.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jason Varitek.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Inside, and that's ball one. Bases loaded, one away. That one outside, and the count now 2-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Right down the chute, and now 3 balls and a strike. And that's in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 1 out, bases full. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. In the air, left field, down the line, and that will drop foul. Right through there, got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Wagner in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one the other way. They get the force. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 3 runs in the inning, but they also leave the bases loaded. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Rangers 1. Back here in Fenway, start of the 6th, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Michael Young. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Late with the swing there.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
On the ground to third. Boggs fires over to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Adrian Beltre stepping in for the Rangers. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And first offering is fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The Red Sox leading by 4, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited. You think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front.
Foul ball. Comes up empty.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Ball one there.
Inside.
Got him looking. So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Hank Aaron. Hank measures 6 feet even, 23 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Williams now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That's off the mark. 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting.
Here now the Red Sox DH. Manny Ramirez. 1 for 3. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're up 5-1.
Now pitching for the Red Sox.
We've got ourselves a pitching change. Matt Strom.
55.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's Corey Seager. The Rangers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
So Sieg suffers the strikeout.
Up next for the Rangers.
Now the catcher for the Rangers, Pudge Rodriguez. Upstairs. The Rangers down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Touches down. That's a hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Jock Peterson.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here is Jock Peterson.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of them. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
Infielder shifted to the right. Shortstop just to the left of second. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Rodriguez leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike. Step off throw to first.
No, he's safe.
And he's back safely. And now 1 and 2.
To the count.
And that just misses. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rodriguez around second, headed for third. He's in there.
Now batting, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Up next for the Rangers, Adolis Garcia. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone at worst case scenario.
Ripped on a line. And that chance handled by Willie Mays. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 5-2.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though. RBI.
Next to hit, Ian Kinsler, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swings through that one for strike one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Ground ball right side. Wagner throws to first. Out number 3. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Red Sox 5 and the Rangers 2.
Now pitching for
We're
Texas.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jacob Webb.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed.
Ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hard hit, right side. Handles, throws to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder, Willie
And now
Mays.
Willie Mays. He's a guy who does it all. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Inside, just missed.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Peterson drifts towards it and makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade.
And the batter now, Wade Boggs. There's a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
And that's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Up and in. 3-2 now. Ozzie Smith on deck for Boston. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Substitution being made at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Andres Jimenez. That's to third. Oh, great stop. And that's a great play for the out. One left for the Red Sox, and it remains 5-2. Now into the game, Andres Jimenez. He's the new third base. Smith. Strom back to work. Hit in the air, right field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Young.
Michael Young, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Matt Strom done for the night. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
Lee
the Red
Smith
Sox.
Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Late on that fastball.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. Tag, and he's in there.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Next up for Texas, Adrian Beltre.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Smith, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit. Man at second. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Bounce to the left side. Jimenez tosses across to first. Now 2 out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Rafael Palmeiro.
Now, Rafael Palmeiro. Foul ball there.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Rangers lead 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Obi Milner.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Jason Varitek getting ready to hit. Just missed. Next offering upstairs. And another ball. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Number 52. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Wagner stands in now and watches strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Robert Garcia, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. That misses the zone, and the count even 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch misses. Throw to second. See, the best way to catch this guy might be on replay.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the only way to catch him, Boog. I mean, you see that sprint speed on StatCast right there. It's elite, and just makes it very tough on the defense. A lot of pressure on those guys.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, right fielder, Hank
Aaron up next for the Red Sox. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. First offering, and it just misses. Crow Armstrong stands at third with one gone in the inning. And that one pulled foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
And that's down and away.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, but a run does score in the play.
Great effort on that play. Knocks it down, doesn't get it cleanly, but stays with it. He's able to come up and make a strong throw across the diamond to get the out.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one pushed to the left and foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one
ball,
not close.
2 strikes.
Going to count 1 and 2. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. They scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one. Left on. Back here in Boston. Here's Siegs to the plate now.
Now catching. Number 78. Ready for me.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Smith, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, and occasionally uses a forkball. Misses off the plate. 2-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Splits the plate. 3-2 now.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Pudge in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And another ball.
2-0 count. Great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Check swing he held up. Now 3-1.
Really good check swing right there. So difficult to hold off on the slider from a same side thrower. Very difficult to pick up the release point.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And there's ball 4.
First base.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So man aboard, and now Jock, here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching.
So they turn to their closer, Dennis Eckersley.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out. So next to hit for Texas, Adolis Garcia.
Adolis Garcia.
And the first offering is not close. And downstairs. That one misses. And now 3-0. There's a swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
He swings and fouls one off.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
The Rangers down to their final strike. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.